Season 1. NS Hosa, Axiom Acer, MVP, FXOpen, LGIM, Azubu, Prime, Startail.
Here we are, and Prime, a lot of people were expecting them to get all killed today or have a really tough time. But not only have they sent out new players, but they've sent out a familiar face creator here, and he's taken his first win. It looks possible that FXOpen could lose this match. They're still ahead. They have SC as their player pick, but they still could lose.
Yeah, they still could lose. I personally like the choice to get SC out there because you have a 22% win ratio for Creator against Terran. He has a rough time in this matchup, and I think this is the only choice why Choya says, okay, well, you know what, we're not going to go for Linux right now, we're going in for SC instead. And SC is strong, so this is not a bad choice at all, but SC has to deliver now. This is important. This is very, very important.
Yeah. In fact, he's talking about it in the chat, about how important this match is. He's like, well, it's actually much better for us if I win this one right now. I can't live with it. Prime can't beat us anymore, get any more wins.
Yeah, we've been going over the situation in the rankings, and yeah, Creator, he wants to ruin the party. Yeah, that was the guy who told you. Exactly. But still, I like it. Anyong and Terra, 2 Zergs, they did okay today. Just shows that Prime has options. And the big question, why didn't they use them in the past?
Yeah, that's the question. Alright.
On the other hand, actually looking at it, the score of SC against Protoss is also quite bad.
Not abysmal, but yeah, it's not ideal.
Well, double loss against Avenge, loss against Yonghwa, the only win against Mad Bull with a 2-1. Not really the player where I get all excited about how strong he is in a certain matchup. Oh well, we're gonna find out. SC up against Creator, maybe the last game of the day, Star Station being the map. FXOpen versus the Pine team at the GSTL. Starting to the top left, we have the Prime player. We have the young Protoss.
Creator Prime.
Creator.
Let's see what he can do here. This is important for the FXOpen team. SC is that choice. Starting at the bottom right, the Terran player.
FXOSC.
I always forget how young Creator is, by the way.
Yeah, he's 16, right?
Yeah, 16 years old. He looks a lot older than that, but yeah, just barely 16. That's crazy.
Well, you know, the win ratio of SC is not as significant as him talking to Choi and saying, no, I think I can get him. I think I got this. Like, put me out on Star Station, I'll actually take him out here.
Well, both of them have a horrible win ratio in this matchup, but it's a little bit more indicative for Creator because he played 9 best-of-3s in total, and he lost all of them except for 2. SC, on the other hand, he played only 4, but he lost 3 of those 4. So that's kind of the problem that he has with this.
Yeah. So this is continuing to be, until the GSTL season is over, I expect to continue the GSL version of the map, not the ladder version. So as a result, they are going to know that this is a 4-player map and not a 2-player map. So even though they are spawned across, they're not going to assume that directly. And SC has taken a quick gas here. Could go just for the Reaper and then play a normal game, but more than likely we will see drop aggression come out.
You know, I actually said, like, when the player was chosen that SC is not really a bad choice because of how his win record works against Protoss and how because how bad Creator is against Terran these days. But I'm looking against this. I'm looking at the stats of Linux right now against Protoss, and I am starting to really doubt this choice because Linux has a 62% win ratio. It's much better than the win ratio of SC in this matchup. And he has won against really strong opponents, and most of the losses that he had were also against like people like Squirtle and Parting, for example. So that's something where you can say, okay, this is not too bad. I don't know. I'm wondering here a little bit if that was really the right choice to make. If Choya really put much thought into this. Because you can look at the win ratio of Creator against Zerg, and then you will see that he also does not have the best win ratio there. So even though his Achilles heel might be the Protoss versus Terran, it's also not a really good matchup for SC. So I feel, after looking at all those statistics and the recent results for them, I actually feel that Choya might have messed up here.
I can't say. For me, I think it's all about what is going on the past few days in-house is probably why he made this choice. And even though the stats are, like you say, against this choice, I feel like it's Choya's judgment here.
Nah, I disagree. Like, in-house is one thing, but like you are playing, that is one of the most important matches. Time will tell. I mean, we'll find out if SC is going to win this or not. But for me, the choice is, I feel, should have been the third player. And then if you need a match 4, then you rely on SC. But we're going to find out. I mean, it's the choice that Choya made, so this is what we're going to observe right now. Can Raider pull it off?
Yeah. Reaper here will finally get shut down. He saw the Robo. It's really important information for him there. And we will see a Widowmine drop as a follow-up. Well, Starport a little bit delayed here. Finally puts that down. But, yeah, only time will tell.
It's definitely a very taxi match now.
Absolutely.
I mean, just in case that you haven't been paying attention before, well, we just see like nothing really going on at this point. We'll go through it really quickly. We have 3 spots left for the playoffs. 3 teams now competing. It's FXO, StarTel, and Azubu. StarTel and Azubu are 1 win up against FXOpen, so they are in the better position, which means FXOpen has to win today. But because of the indicator situation, FXOpen needs to win it at least with a 4-2. If that's not the case, then a simple loss of StarTel or Azubu in the next week will not suffice. Then it also comes down to the indicator. This is why this match is really, really important. It's not only about the team match win today for them, it's about winning it at least with a 4-2.
Yeah.
If they win with a 4-3, they can still advance, but then the indicator is going to be an issue for them. And of course, if they lose today against the Prime team, then it's all over and they won't be able to get into the playoffs at all.
Yeah. This drop that's coming out probably won't do critical damage, but I said that about the drop we saw against Chance in Game 1. I think it's very different then. 2 observers on the map. The second one, I'm actually going to find it. He leaves it at home, so he is prepared.
Yeah. There come the afterburners now, trying to get just as fast as possible to the opponent's base. But with the observer there, Creator for now should be fine. And for Creator, he's just a very emotional player, and he won Game 1 already. That's usually where he gets his confidence from, where he starts his runs. So SC has to be careful about that. The defense already been set up in the main base, so he shouldn't suffer too many losses. We certainly won't see a Widowmine shot like we saw with Chance playing earlier today.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully not.
Takes it down.
One shot though, goes off.
12.
Wow.
Actually, I think if he would have let those drones attack, he would have killed it before the shot goes off.
Yeah.
I feel usually it's a bad choice to attack, but with all those units already attacking it, it would have been a different case. But right now, losing 12 harvesters, another... I think he lost another one. He hit the mothership core, but I think he lost another harvester there.
Yeah.
14 in total, yeah. That's actually like, that's a lot.
That is a lot. I wouldn't say it's critical, but it's definitely... It was worth it. And so now Creator has to live with this. He also, his mothership core is a little bit damaged. That could come into play later.
Oh yeah, that could definitely be the case. Tech is strong for him though. We have him now already with the first Colossus being built, and in overall supply he's still fine. The harvest account could be higher again for me. That's 42 to 43 in favor of Creator, just slightly. Not the best position for him economy-wise. Yeah, it was a bit messy there, but now we have the second wave coming in, the second wave of drops.
Yeah, very likely to do little damage. He's trying to distract here the natural. Creator doesn't fall for it. Ready in the main base, as always. Turrets going up here. He's also got the Hellbat production started, so we could see Hellbat drops. Most likely he's just going to use it in the main part of his army.
Yep.
Well, there is one
we have him already. Yeah. Well, he's getting into position, but we have the Stalkers there. SCV trying to get across the map, finding out if there are any proxy pylons. Drop number 2 and number 3 and number 4 are being set up. Is he using them? The cannon is about to be completed, and the Colossus is there. Now he's moving in.
Here we go. Distract with the Marines here. And then at the natural, he goes in. There's a cannon, but the splash damage still goes down. Good pull here by Creator. Very little lost.
Doing a little bit of damage. The Marines are already gone. The Medivac in the main base too. He follows the other Medivac with the Observer for a second. Just puts it into the corner. And Creator, so far, so good. Defense number 2. At first, he lost a lot of harvesters, but that was a lot better.
Yeah, very much. So, well, Twilight Council, or Temple Archives, excuse me, coming out here, and he's making the transition faster than I expected him to into Templar. This may actually throw SC off a little bit, as he's starting Viking production now. He doesn't have a Ghost Academy, of course. Why would he?
That's so tense right now.
Yeah.
This match is an important one, and SC can't lose it, and he knows that. He has a lead. I mean, the guy is currently looking at his economy, which is a little bit better. I don't think he has, I don't think if you mentioned it already, but he doesn't have a third command center right now, right?
It just finished.
Okay, total orbits, yeah, command center just finished, okay. Storm is coming up now. Creator is still on 2 bases. We have him with the double Colossi, and let's see what he can do. Is he
has the tech advantage, you know?
That's the one thing that he can use here,
yeah.
Exactly.
Adding 3 gates, scan goes down.
He's going for that.
I think so too.
Oh, here comes the +2/+2 feedback.
Not enough to get the kill, but still very annoying.
Yeah, at least scares the Medivac a little bit, and of course it also helps to just make sure there is no energy to heal. There comes another drop moving in. Great reaction by Creator immediately there, but there comes the rest of the drop shifts. It's 6 Hellbats immediately.
2 angles means the probes are going to get roasted no matter what.
Yeah, he's going to do damage no matter what happens here. 27 harvesters killed. A lot of commitment to this.
Yeah, he's now up 11 harvesters.
Yeah.
58 to 47, and the 3rd command center, he can put it down at any time. 3rd Nexus has been started, and I'm going to check to see if he saw that on his way out with the Medivacs.
Creator is 40 supply behind.
And the 3rd base has not been spotted, but this move out is definitely going to see it and put the pressure on directly.
The only thing that is going to win this for Creator is if he hits those storms well. He needs good storms. Everything else is not going to be enough. He has +2/+2 on the way. That gives him an edge in upgrades. It's very Creator-esque what we see here. But losing this many harvesters is a huge problem. 6 Hellbats in your mineral line is of course a horrible position to be in. I mean, even if you pull immediately, you will lose a lot of them.
Yeah, and from 2 angles, he was doing it intentionally this way so that when the probes got moved to the left side, that's when his Hellbats would land on top of them on their retreat path. So really cool idea there by SC. He now has this massive supply lead he's going to go knock on the door with. Creator will have the upgrade advantage with 2/2 and also the storm upgrade. Like you said, this entire game will be decided by those storms.
Creator's best PBT comes through here, and SC, he's Choya's choice. Lenorg might have won it as well, but for now it's in the hands of the Terran player, and SC is doing a good job so far with all those drops. Creator has also no scouting information since the Observer doesn't see the army, and that might blindside him. He needs perfect storms to make this happen right now.
Yeah. There we go, the angle is good.
The High Templars are exposed.
Exposed and not enough energy for storms. Totally wiped out here.
Horrible position for Creator to be in. The Terran army driving a wedge between the 3rd and the 2nd base.
Absolutely. Charge not done yet. It looks like that's what he wanted to wait for, but it doesn't matter here.
Yeah, Creator is currently falling apart. The position is horrible for him. He's losing those Colossi. He's losing the first one. He's losing the second. He's trying to do what he can, but the base is gone. Creator down to 110 supply.
And, you know, the defense here, supply-wise...
Yeah, but I don't think that supply is really what tells the story. I mean, the natural is gone.
The natural is gone.
38 harvesters killed over the duration of the game.
He's going to lose his upgrade advantage in a few seconds, which I feel is why he traded so efficiently here. But he still lost the Nexus.
And now it's 3 base against 2 in favor of the Terran player. Every second that Creator does not attack means SC is getting a big advantage. And he also is going now into the Ghost of course.
Yes.
The personal cloaking is already on the production tab.
And the thing about going into Ghosts like this is that if he's making more Colossi, then he's not making Observers. And if he's making Observers, then he's not making Colossi. So it's win-win here when you're ahead like this to make Cloak for your Ghosts. And even an SCV pull here, not necessary, but it certainly helps to seal the deal. It's kind of like putting a special seal on your envelope.
50 supply lead. This should win him the game. The time warps delay this onslaught a little bit, but another Immortal gets picked off.
On the chase here.
Dropping the mana mules, killing everything, even with a force field. This is just not going to happen. The SCVs, they try to participate, but they can't. They are blocked by the rest of the army, but this is over. SC is going to win it for FXOpen, and that is the win that they needed.
Yeah. Goodbye, Nexus. Natural is almost recompleted, but it's way too late. He can pick up everything and boost in the main if he wants to. I'm just going to stick around here.
Takes down the Nexus. This is it.
Looking nasty.
Trader can stick around a little bit longer, but he won't be able to win this game anymore. 80 supply against 150 with Ghosts there. The tech is there. He's going to lose those... Oh, okay. The reinforcement. I didn't even see that on the minimap.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is it. So many medevacs to heal. No AoE. No Storm. No Colossi. No chance. GG.
Yeah, chance played it all, yeah. Alright. FXOpen. They've done it.
Yeah, we did not see any Terrans today.
What? We just saw him.
I mean, from the Prime team.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Not our usual.
Yeah, no, only one play of the Fantastic Four.
And SC has done it. He did exactly what he needed to do for his team.
Creator with a smile. I don't think that he really expected to be the one who turns things around here and goes for the win against FXOpen. But let's talk a little bit about what this means. SC is very relieved, and there's a reason for it. We currently have a situation where FXOpen, they have 3 wins in this season and they have 4 losses. The indicator is currently +1, and StarTale and Azubu are on 3-3. They both have a match missing. They both are on a positive indicator. We have Azubu on +2 and we have StarTale on +1. So this actually means that either StarTale or Azubu have to lose their game. If StarTale loses the match, doesn't matter with which score, they will be dropping down to a 6th place, and FXOpen will go to the playoffs. If Azubu loses their match and they lose it with a 3-4, they will still advance. If they lose it with 2-4, FXOpen will advance because of the indicator. Yeah. So, but actually, who won the match between Azubu and FXOpen?
Azubu won, if I'm not mistaken.
Then what I just said is correct, because then they would be tied in the indicator. Then we would have still a +1 for both of them. I'm just currently trying to find the match to make sure that's really true. Azubu won against FXOpen. Okay, so if they are tied in maps, then the direct comparison comes into play. And this means if Azubu loses the next match with a 3-4 against their opponent next week, they will still advance because they have the direct comparison against FXOpen. They would be tied in wins and they would be tied in indicator, but with the direct comparison, Azubu advances and FXOpen drops down. So that's the situation as is. We can show you later as soon as we have the rankings on screen. Yeah. So now we are going into the interview, and let's find out what Choya has to say about today's matches.
Yeah, Choya going to have some good words to say here. Obviously, probably going to be talking about his future and his hopes. Getting into that, not the Premier League, I'm thinking too much WCS right now, but getting into the playoffs is obviously his goal here. So he's going to have to hope, and let's see what he says about today's win.
So
yeah, we actually can't hear what he's saying. So
yeah, so something is wrong.
There's some audio problem with his mic, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna translate now. We're very happy that we won today. We gave out. Okay, guys.
I can't even hear what he's saying at all.
Yeah, there we go. Choya is normally, like usually, very straightforward. It doesn't go for like the normal response that we get.
He says he hopes Azubu gets all killed, which is a reasonable thing to hope in this particular scenario.
분위기가 뒤바뀔 수가 있고 특히 아주부 같은 경우에는 MVP 팀에 대결이에요.
Yeah, either StarTale.
대결이기 때문에 좀 가능성은 높게 사지 않을까.
He also hopes StarTale loses badly, but he doesn't hope for the outcome for
He
them.
doesn't have to hope for StarTale to lose badly. If StarTale loses, they are out.
솔직히 윤상이 형도 1위 지키려면 이기셔야 할
So he doesn't have to be worried about that. If StarTale loses, no matter what the score is, FXOpen will advance, and if Azubu loses with any score that is worse than a 3, 4, they will also advance FXOpen. Yeah. Joya didn't do the math here, apparently.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Calder in him.
I should tell him later.
You should tell him.
Joya, we're going to be fine if either one of those teams win.
Greencasters are like, they're like, oh, okay, and he's like, I got you. Actually, it's not like that. And they're like, whoa.
한 경기 한 경기 치는 모습을 저희가 지켜봤을 때 좀 긴장감이 마치 결승전까지
MVP and LGIM, he's talking about the opponents of StarTale and Azubu. They of course have to really try to win to get a good position in the playoffs. So for both of those teams, it's still very important to win. So he assumes that there will be very exciting matches next week, very fair matches. They will try their best. It's not like the games are unimportant for them.
It's really intense.
다음 GSTL이랑 다음
FXOpen is all in Code A right now, he says, and it's been a long time since this has happened. So they're going to try to focus on the team league for a while, which is, as Choi has said in the past, something that they think is very important to them.
Yeah. Mentioned it several times, especially of course after the success in 2012.
긴장을 안 했으면 좋겠어요, 진짜로. 막 경기 끝나면은 제가 이제 부스 들어가면 개인 리그 경기를 하면 이동영 선수를 제외하고는 진짜 모든 선수가
He thinks the biggest weakness is the players are getting nervous in the matches.
많이 하거든요. 그래서 좀
Due to him, it's a problem that the players in the team currently have, that they get very nervous when they play in the booth when they play on camera.
경기를 펼치면서 지난 경기는 패배가 좀 떠올랐을 만한 그런 선수가 있죠. 바로 마지막에 승리했다는
Really important win for FXOpen today. So we're going to hear from SC here, the player who was able to close things out at the end.
졌는데 오늘 경기는 마무리했습니다. 마무리한 소감 말씀.
네, 제가 복귀 전으로
Last time you couldn't finish them off, but today you did. How do you feel?
됐어요.
네.
그 에이스 결정전으로 가서 제가 2패를 하는 바람에 저 때문에
After he all killed a long time ago, he lost a lot of matches in the GSTL, so he was worried
이번에도 못 이기면 또
that it was his fault that FXO wasn't doing so well this season.
이번에 꼭 이겨야 된다.
Shouldering a lot of responsibility here. I don't think that's really necessary. But he still says that he was very determined to win today, and he was very relieved when he was able to take the game.
As you should be. It was such a critical match, just because of, like you talked about before, the indicator.
Would of course have been better for them to win it with a 4-1, because then no matter what the score is for both teams that they are competing with, they would have advanced if one of them loses.
해주면 우승까지도 가능할 것 같아요. 포스트 시즌만 가면.
그래요.
If his teammates doesn't get nervous and perform as well as they practice, then they will perform well in the playoffs, he
오늘 경기
says.
전부 마무리가 됐는데요. 이제 남은 경기가 진짜 중요하겠네요.
Yeah, of course, first of all, they have to reach the playoffs. They have to hope for LGIM to do well next, and Team MVP to do well next week. I feel those are by far the most exciting matches that we are going to have this season, disregarding the playoffs and stuff, of course. So here we have a quick look so that you can see exactly what we've been talking about earlier. First of all, the results of today. Yeah, 4-3 score win for Team FXOpen. Yeah. Wait a second.
That's not correct.
That's not correct. It's a 4-2. Yeah, I was like, wait a second. That would have screwed everything up. But no, it's a 4-2. So the score here is actually wrong. We have 2 wins for the Prime team. That's really important. Yeah, not 3. That would have been horrible for FXOpen if that would have happened. Yeah. Okay, here you can see
the standings.
Yeah, here you can see what I talked about earlier. The indicator is +1 for FXOpen and StarTale. So no matter what the score for StarTale, if they lose, they will be down in the indicator. If Azubu loses with only 1 less win than the opposing team, they will be on +1 after receiving the -1. So they would advance against FXOpen if it comes to the direct comparison. But either one of Azubu or Star have to lose. That's still the premise here. They still have to lose. So if both teams win, then FXOpen is out.
That's correct. So they've got to really keep their fingers crossed on that one. Obviously, the matches are really important for the other 2 teams anyways, MVP and LGIM. So whoever gets that first place spot is definitely going to have the highest rank, the highest seed going into those playoffs.
LGIM here is going to play, as you could see, against StarTale and MVP versus Azubu.
Some of the best matches we're going to have all season.
Definitely. That's going to happen next week, guys. And, well, without further ado, I hope that you enjoyed the cast so far today and also the matches. Next week is going to be the most important one, so make sure that you tune in for that. We'll be back with the GSTL on Friday. See you soon, see you in a week, and have a good day. Bye-bye.
4 years, 4 kids later down the line. My progression is my profession. I'm doing shows with a 9. My mama's trying to kick in. My sister, she doing fine. And I'm making my way through life, no longer blinded. Wait, a minor set.